My name is Maya.
And I'm Ella.
And you are welcome to Sis and Gists.
Your girl.
Today we are trying something different. This is actually going to be something we plan on doing a lot. Yeah, it's basically going to be like a podcast show, and it's going to be seasonal. So this is the pilot for season 1. Yeah. So the guest, she's not even a guest, she's my co-host, because I'll be doing this with her regularly. Her name is Ella. She's my elder sister. I know I'm fatter than her, right? It's fine. It's fine. And and we'll be talking about our life. Our life, basically, from childhood to, and I've always been saying this, I'm Ghanaian, so it means we are Ghanaian, and I'm going to tell you some of our experiences and a whole lot. So stay tuned, guys. I think we are going to start from our childhood, like kids, and then we grow up. That's how we are going to start from.
Okay.
So we grew up in Sinyani, in Ghana, a very quiet place, I would say. We had really good parents. We are fortunate. Why did you
Wow, of course,
we did. We had good, because if you listen to some of the stories of other people's parents and how they came up and stuff, I'll say we were fortunate.
Yeah.
We had God by our side, even though it wasn't all glitters and gold, but we did. And how was childhood like for you?
Oh, childhood, I would say that it bear a lot of responsibility. So for me, personally, from my experience, because I'm the eldest, I always had to lead.
Yeah.
So I had to be mom and dad at the same time when mom and dad were not around.
Yeah.
And though I would say that it's fun, but then it was somehow challenging initially. Like when I was growing up, it was a bit challenging for me. And then when I had to sacrifice a lot, give my stuff to you, or maybe give it to
One word, I knew you were going to say this. I don't know why, but I knew.
I'll give my stuff to Nana. Then so when do I also have the chance to have my time or have my stuff? But then growing up, it has taught me a lot, and then even it has made me understand certain decisions that mom and dad took when we were young. Yeah, sacrifices had to be made, and then to make sure that the two of us, the three of us, could have a good life. I would say.
Yeah. Well, I don't really remember most of our childhood, but I remember I was very troubled. I was the definition of trouble.
Of course. And I mean, you were pampered for 8
good years
before Nana came in, so you were one sport child.
Yes, I was trouble. I remember putting you into a lot of troubles. Yeah, that I remember a lot. But Christmas was always a special time at home.
No, Christmas was always special. Not just Christmas. I would say that there were a lot of times that growing up and then childhood and then having you was fun. I remember you remember when dad had a motorbike, right? And then you used to sit behind him, and then I used to
Do you know
sit
something?
in front.
Mommy and dad has been telling me this story, but I don't remember.
I remember some parts. What I remember was I then began to sit at the back. I remember that I used to sit in front and then you were at the back. And then we switched. So I had to sit at the back and then you had to sit in front.
Why did you switch?
Yes. So the thing is, I asked that. And then he told me that when we were young, when he had you at the back, there was one day that happened, and then you were sleeping, so you were drifting off the motorbike, and then someone had to tell him that your baby girl is sleeping. Because of that experience, he got very scared, and then he knew that there was nowhere I was going to sleep. So I had to sit at the back, and then you would be in front, so that when you were to sleep, you fall in between his arms.
Yeah, I think even anytime we travel, you don't sleep, I sleep.
I only sleep if I know that I'm in safe hands. Like, say, if I'm taking a flight somewhere, then I would sleep. But if I'm traveling by road with someone, it's very hard for me to sleep.
Yeah. But my birthday is in the Christmas time. So what I remember from our Christmas festivities is that our Christmas at our home starts on the 24th. That is when mommy goes to the market to buy the vegetables.
But she does buy it before 24th, actually, because in Sunyani, you know that there's this Wednesday.
Last Sunday. Last market. Last market. Yeah.
So she buys all her stuff around that time, and then everybody, I think that is mostly on the 23rd of December.
Yeah. Because I remember she buys them, brings them home with the cookies and the biscuits and the drinks. We used to take the crates, what's the name? The Coke. What's in it? If you don't know, you break one. Jesus, you have another issue. And then she brings it, and we make food. That's when mommy fries a lot of chicken.
Yeah. There's chicken, there's chips.
Yeah.
And then she would also make some drinks.
And shito.
Yes, and shito.
Yeah.
That one is a must, definitely.
Yeah, for her fried rice and stuff. And we had a lot of people coming home to visit us. Grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma,
and then most definitely that would also take us to our hometown and see our family
members.
Our extended family, meet our
and it was
cousins,
nice.
and then, of course,
I don't have to mention it. We're meeting all of them. Oh, it was so fun. It was so nice. So what will you, if you could go back in time, is there anything you like to change or keep as a family tradition?
As a family tradition?
Yeah. That every year, no matter whether you have kids, whatever happens, you want to keep that as a family tradition.
Did we really have a family tradition? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think we actually had any family tradition. Like, we were always just there in the moment. Yeah. You feel it. Like, the school is on break, you are home. There's a lot of chicken to chew. There's a lot of food. Yeah. And I mean, when we completed senior high school, and then that gave us that opportunity and liberty to do whatever we want with our hair and then wear nails and other stuff. So I would say that Christmas was fun. You could basically do whatever you wanted to do, but then you were still under watch. Yeah. It was like you had a CCTV camera
24/7.
Yes. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that there is a particular tradition that I would want to keep, but what I would say is that just having the family around was a little more interesting, and I hope that we would continue to do that. Like having all of us around, you, me, Nana, mom, dad. Yeah. Yeah. Just that. Yeah. But it was also the time that we could basically, we love old time songs. So the speakers would be on, we'd be playing for
Daddy always has this speaker that I don't know. It's like every time he always has this kind of speaker. Because I remember when we were kids, it was just the small ones, and right now we have
a very big one.
Yeah. He always has. I think we grew up in an environment that cherishes that family life. Like daddy was always strong on family, try to keep us to still be in touch with our cousins and be like, oh, have you called her? Have you checked? Are you helped? Yeah.
That is more of a
family man. Mommy is also into family, but mommy grew up as an only child, and we know her struggles, so she doesn't really go to family like
Daddy also had a lot of siblings.
Yeah, so that's the difference. Yeah, that's
unlike mom, that was the only child. Daddy had a lot of siblings.
Yeah. How did you experience love as a child?
Love? Yes. What kind of love? love.
Love.
Love. Family love, another love.
What kind of love did you experience? Wait, I'm being classy. Let me take a second.
Hold on, what kind of love? What kind of love?
Oh,
family love.
What kind of love did you experience when you were
family love, dear? It's a family love, dear. Normal love, like tough love. You know, daddy has that kind of tough love, soft love thing. He's tough because you're all girls.
Yeah.
But then when we grew up, we realized that it was very necessary. I think every family needs a dad.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a family that are all girls. So mostly in my relationships, I mostly say that because of the love that I've had from my dad, if I'm not receiving the same thing outside, then I feel that is not the kind of relationship that I want to be in. Because my dad would give me whatever I want. It doesn't mean I expect anything from my man or my boyfriend or anything. What it necessarily means for me is that being in a relationship where I feel secured and then I feel that this person really loves me. If my dad is not around, this person would be able to make that kind of sacrifices that my dad made for me. So yeah, that's the family love that I'm talking about. If you are talking about growing up, falling in love.
Oh no, not that. Like we are basically talking about when we're kids.
Okay, so
like when we're babies.
Yeah, it was basically tough love. And why I'm saying that every family deserves a dad in their home is also because you see, moms are very sweet, and there are certain times that they will let certain things go.
Yeah.
But if there's a dad at home, he makes sure that the discipline is still there. Yeah. So, what of you?
Oh yeah, basically that's.
Oh, they love me, you can't tell me that we experience love for 8 solid years.
No way.
No. When dad or mom buys anything, or if it's just one and they're like, oh, give it to your little sister, give it to mommy, give it to my aunt. And then you just have to give it to her because you need to play the big sister role. Big sister, up to date, I'm still playing that role.
You never retire.
I never retire. I just want to retire and then be on my own and enjoy my own money and enjoy my own clothes.
But wait,
shoes, bags, earrings.
You're going to make our viewers confused. How can I fit into your clothes, Ella?
But you see, when you were gaining weight gradually, there were certain clothes that were how do we call it?
Stretching. Yeah.
Yes. And
I remember that
there was
tiger one. I wore that dress everywhere. Guys, if I find a picture of that dress, I'll put it in.
No matter where I keep it, you would find a way to find it and then wear it.
But sister,
and now what is even happening with Nana is that because I'm no longer in Ghana, she wears them and takes a picture.
She's going. Send it to you. Yeah.
It's fun to see her in them. I mean, it brings up memories. Like, it just makes me laugh. Like, Mamia has done it.
Yeah.
So you're also going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
even
then
with my wigs.
Yeah.
And then my bags.
Yes. Your bags and your wigs.
I say now yes. Your shoe, your leg will not fit in my shoe. So you can't take my shoe. Yeah.
With the wigs and bags, I would say yes. I was that one. I will acknowledge that I was. But it was fun. It was really fun growing up with you because it felt like no matter what, I had someone to lean to. I had someone to go to. And that person not being my parents. That person being somebody close to my age who understands me and understands the stage that we are in. So it was very, 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 I would say it was very good having it was very good having you by my side. And I smile the most and the brightest when I'm with you. I wouldn't lie. Because and I'm being scolded more when I'm with you. So it makes me feel like even though we are thousands of miles away from home, I still have home here. I still have my sister here. So that's really, it's really nice. It's really nice having a sister. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's really nice. Okay. So my next question. Did you hate me as a child?
Oh yes. Yes.
Why?
Yes, because one, we were very close.
Yeah.
You see, the age difference between the two of us is just a year and then some couple of months.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's not that much. So there was that kind of sibling rivalry.
Like twins thing.
Sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
And not hate, but I did hate you in a sense that, like, I felt I didn't understand then why I had to give you everything.
Yeah.
Give your sister this, oh, let her have it, oh, let her be, oh, give this to her. And I'm like, okay, I'm here.
What
Don't
about
I also
you?
deserve to have anything? But then, like I said, when I grew up, I got to understand it more. And then I still feel like mommy. You see, I still feel I need to provide for you guys, even if it's at the expense of me not having anything.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, it's cool. That was then. And I think every sibling goes through that kind of phase. And then when you grow up, you just grow out of it and you talk about it and then you laugh. So yeah, nothing really particular. You remember when I was in class 5, you came to my class. There's a time that we were in class 5 and then capital, right? And then you came to my class. You were in class 4. And then you came to my class, and I don't know what happened, but you wanted to fight me. And I was like, girl,
you beat you. Hey, guys.
Yes. I
Let
had
me
to
look
show
at our 2 cameras. She beat me. This lady.
I had to let you know that I was still there.
Oh,
So,
she beat. I couldn't even tell my parents what happened because she beat me.
Well, it's normal. It's normal. And I just didn't understand the fact that you felt that you could beat me in front of my classmates.
Yeah, that was very disrespectful.
And you see that. And
Hey, guys, I'm looking at the 2 cameras. She stripped me.
It's normal.
It was bad.
It's just
she stripped me and I left the class crying. Me that I'm coming to fight. No.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So what are some of our memories that you really cherish? Like it's dear to your heart? Just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, like when you cry or when you are sad and then like we are on the same bed and then you come to me and then I cuddle you, I feel like a big sister.
Yeah.
And I think I still do that with Nana too. And another thing is I always know that you will be there for me.
Yeah.
You do my camera
with my sister. If you try my sister, I will come for you. I don't play with them. I don't play with my sister at all.
Those are the 2 most memorable stuff for me, knowing that you would always be there for me and you trust the decision that I make. Yeah, and then you see me to be a big sister that you can confide in. Yeah, certain times that I wish that with certain situations, I wish that you could speak to me first before speaking to others. But then I understood you in a way that we all make friends and then we also trust them. So you might end up trusting your friends more to share certain things with them before sharing it with your family. So, yeah.
I think I make a lot of that bad decisions, like trusting other people, telling them what is happening than to tell you, because at the end of the day, friends are friends. They always tell somebody else. Your friend has a friend. And I think now I'm trying my best to avoid a lot of those situations and rather confide in you more than I do others. Yeah. And those are some things I wish.
So you too. What do you add?
Oh, my finest moments with you are when we are having conversations or gossip about people. Gossiping with this lady, hey, is the best, guys. I will. It's the best. The way Ella will exaggerate the thing and say it, and you guys will be laughing. That is more reason why when you talked about this podcast thing, I wanted us to do it, because I know how fun it's going to be with you being on it, and I just don't know who else I can get that will be as fun as you. Like you make things lively. And I remember sometimes that you called me and you broke down, and it really broke my heart, because growing up you were the strong one. Even if anything, I remember when grandma died and we were all happy, I knew you were hurting because you were super close to that woman, but you were strong. So anytime we talk and you break down, it breaks my heart. I feel like the strongest person I ever know is breaking, and I just don't know how to help her. So I think those, and I love it when you pray for me. When you pray for me, I know a couple of times I call you and I can't even talk, and the first thing you do is to pray. The first thing you do is to pray. Like I call, I'm trying to say the words, but the words are not coming out. It's just tears. I'm just crying. I'm wailing. And the first thing my sister does, guys, is to pray. She starts praying, and I feel so safe. I feel like I have somebody there for me, no matter what, and that's something I really cherish a lot, a lot, a lot. And how you help me make bad decisions. How you help me cover my tracks.
Oh, there are certain
Oh,
times. What is that? Yes. You see, there are certain times that I don't have any other choice than to cover your tracks.
Yeah.
And then there are certain times that I would also go and
Expose me, yeah.
your tracks. The reason being that when I feel that you are not listening, I know there's someone above me that you listen
That.
to. Yes. So I'll find a way to tell him, and then tell him the way to approach you so that it doesn't really become a big deal. Yeah, so, and they are normal.
Yeah. Oh, Ella.
Oh my God.
I remember the time I said my name was Miles A.
I'm trying to even remember some of your nicknames.
Hey, nicknames, guys, I had a lot. Me, if I don't even remember most of it, but I had a lot. I had a lot to the extent that somewhere, even my Facebook names. Somewhere in my Facebook
but
names.
they were so funny. I don't even know if Nana has nicknames.
Oh, she does. She does. Just I don't remember them. They are strange as mine. So.
Oh, okay.
She does. Anytime they give her a T-shirt, she has the name at the back.
Oh, yeah. I see.
But I think it's a stage.
Yeah,
in class, I mean, everyone has a nickname. Yeah, so you're like, okay, let me also get my nickname.
Everyone would go through that phase.
Yeah.
Because I also just remembered some of my nicknames that I was using in school. I don't remember the nickname I used on my JHS t-shirts. But I remember that in SHS I was using Adozi. I don't know if that was the same name that I was using in JHS, but well, I don't even use it anymore.
I think you still have a nickname, Noella.
No, it's not my nickname. It's my name.
It's your name. Yeah, it's your
my
name, but
I don't really have a nickname. I
no.
don't think so. And growing up to you have been more of the friendliest.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm more reserved, and then I love to study people from afar.
Yeah.
And then see if our connection is going to match. So if I would say, yeah, even for senior high school, I was, no, for junior high school, my friends were Anas and Vera. And then when I came to senior high school, it was Clara, Claudia, Catherine, and then Audrey. And then when I went to the university, it was just Mercy. And when I started my masters, I don't even have friends. My friend is just Mercy at home. Anything, I'll just call her, and then the two of us will just. So I think that for me, making friends is quite hard, but it's easy for me to bond with guys more. I also feel it would also be because we don't have a brother. So it's easy for me to click with guys and then mingle and then talk to them easily than females, I would say.
Yeah. Me, I'm the friendly type, and that has landed me in a lot of trouble. It has. It has. I remember some of the friendships I had that I thought it was going to be something big, something great, that ended badly.
It happens.
Yeah. And I'm like, let's move on. But then that doesn't stop me from approaching people or getting to know people. Because one thing I believe in is, even if they are not your friends, it's good to have good company. Let me put it that way. It's good to have good company, because right now, since I came here, I would say I've made a bunch of friends that I know that if I need any form of information, I can go to them and then they'll help me because they know I'm in their close circle. Yeah, so I think that it helps me in some cases, like most cases it helps me, but in other cases it ends badly, and I'm like, okay, let's move on. Let's just move on. Yeah. And then that doesn't mean you shouldn't have friends. Guys, you can have, but just be careful who you allow into your circle, because a lot of things can go wrong. A lot of things can go wrong.
Experience.
Exactly. Experience is talking.
Best
Teacher. You should listen. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, like I said, even in uni, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was also studying architecture, and then architecture would not give me that chance to go and then be friendly everyone and meeting everyone. So, mostly for me, if you don't see me in class, I'm in my room. If you don't see me in my room, you see me in message room. So message room, class, my room, or church.
Yeah.
And that was basically
well, in university, if you don't see me in my room, I'm either with Nancy or Anita. God.
Or other places.
Like like where?
Or other places.
Like where?
Like where's the I don't call them devotion.
Oh my God.
So how has your experience here been so far?
Here? Guys, let me just say this. If you are coming to the US and you don't have money, don't come. I beg you. If you are coming to the US to study as an F1 student, and you are not coming as a married person, or you are not coming to stay with family, and you are coming to do everything yourself, guys, don't come. It's good to come, though.
Say that come, because
it's good to come, because the opportunities here are good. Trust me.
Life would be tough. Life would show you shaking.
Oh, I was even crying recently.
Oh, you see,
recently I was crying.
I think traveling outside Ghana to go to school and then fend for yourself will let you grow. It makes you grow. It makes you reason. It makes you plan ahead and then save money for other stuff. Because back in Ghana, you know that you can easily call your parents and then they would
They'll
send
send
you
you money.
something, and
Yeah.
you know that when you are here, you can't easily call them for them to send you anything, and you are basically on your own. If you don't have a good support system, then it
Yeah.
becomes hard. But then if you have a very good support system, then it becomes okay. Oh, my boys were also my supportive system. Ernest, Smudge, Rudy, Jeffrey, Precious. Yeah, they were basically my support system. Because you know how guys are.
Yeah.
Like you
Once
can
they
go in
like
there and
you,
then
you're like,
max
yes.
max everything up, and then they'll speak to you. You guys would have fun, watch a movie, laugh,
Yeah.
cook, eat. For them, the most important thing is that you cook. They would give you the money and then you cook. You would
Yeah.
be in their company and then you would enjoy it. There are certain times that they would also scold you. Why I like them is mostly because if you are going wayward, they will draw your attention to it. Like, Ella, hey,
Don't do
where
that.
you, then your mind starts to reset. Then you think about it. Those are the kinds of friends that I like. Those that would be able to tell you something right in front of you and not behind you. I mean, those that are blunt, because I'm a very, very blunt person. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I like it. So having friends like that has also really helped me. Mercy is also like that. If it's no good, she will tell you it's no good. If it's good, she will tell you it's good. Yeah. So that's just
Life
it.
in the US is stressful.
It
I
is
wouldn't lie.
stressful. It is stressful.
It's very stressful because if you come here, if you are here on a work visa, it's good because at least you're going to work. You have they've given you the permission to work, and then you can maneuver your ways around it. Or if you are coming here as how do I call it? I think one of the most I've been saying this, being an F1 student here in the US is one of the stressful things because you are being limited to school only. And if you're not here for school, then it means you have to go back. And that is where you realize a lot of stuff you budgeted for, you thought you budgeted for, are not as they seem. Life in the US is fun.
It can be fun.
It's fun.
have
It gives you the opportunity to do a lot of things for yourself. Like, I don't think I would have done YouTube way back in Ghana. I would be saying that I want a YouTube channel. I'll keep saying it. I want a YouTube channel. I want a YouTube channel. But to do it wouldn't, like, nothing will really encourage me or push me to do it. But then coming here, seeing how life is, there are a lot of opportunities here, a lot of things you can do to survive here. But staying, I think one of the biggest things that really like international students really faces the loneliness. It gets lonely at a point. I have friends. My sister will even say I have friends. But when it gets to these seasons, like the festive seasons, they are all with their family. No, like, even though they are with their family, they will call you when they think they need you. If not, you are on your own. Except a few like Aliyah like this that comes out. Except a few that are willing to spend time with you. But then I also understand them. Why would you want to spend time with a stranger than with your family? I wouldn't have done that back home. Yeah. So loneliness is a very big aspect when it comes to here. Money is a big aspect when it comes. It's not easy to make money. It's easy to make money by because you don't have the permission to work. You can't make that money. You can't make that money. So money is very hard to come by. And imagine, I think right now it's a dollar is like 14 cities.
I think it's 14 cities.
14 cities.
56 pesos, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So imagine your parents paying your fees like over 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. Some people even go ahead to pay like 10,000 in a year. US dollars. So yeah, Ghana cedis. Now I can say Ghana cedis. US dollars. Multiply that by 14 or let's say 15 and see the amount of money they are bringing to you there. So you think about all those days that so then you have to really study hard so they can complete with good grades, so they can get a good job and work and stuff. So it's very stressful, but it's fun. It's fun. You should all experience it. I think it will make a lot of us cherish life. Like as I am cherishing life and money. Because by 10 days I spend money anyhow. I used to call her like Ella. Mommy, $10 spent. $20 spent. And before you can get that money here, that's like an hour to working for an hour too. To get like $10 like working for an hour. So you imagine working for an hour, sitting, typing, doing whatever you have to do for an hour before you can get that money.
It depends on the kind of
that's also true.
I'd say that for
that's the essence, you know.
I would say that for graduate assistants and teaching assistants, it's mostly roughly between $12 per hour. Also, for graduate teaching or research assistants. But if you go into the working field, you enjoy the money that you make. But then, whilst enjoying, the funny thing is, like when you calculate the amount of money that you are going to make within a month, and then you are being taxed, that money goes off, and then you're like, okay, now what's next? And then you have to deduct your rent, your utilities, your groceries, and then transportation. And it's actually a good thing that in the United States, having a car is no more like a luxurious thing. It becomes more of a necessity because you need to move from one place to another. And then it becomes way cheaper when you have a car, because if you fill your car, I heard it's around
I think it's
$30.
It depends on the car actually.
Yes.
Some cars take $20
others take 30. And then just imagine that if you order for Uber and then you're going to a place and you have to pay about
15,
$10, $12, and then
even as the most annoying part is the points. Something that's always
and then some cents.
Yes, the points. Something that is there. That's God. But then if you are coming to the US as a student and you don't have funding from your school, I will honestly tell you to try and make sure that whoever is funding your school or whatever is actually willing to do it till you complete school. Because if you don't have, honestly, you can't work. It's not like they don't want to even employ you. You can't work. It's illegal for you to work. You can't do it. You can only work on campus. And when school is out, nobody works on campus. Nobody works on campus. So it's best if you have funding or you have somebody supporting you financially when it comes to your fees, because your fees are going to be very expensive. I think that's my advice to people coming as international students. If you don't have funding, just think about it. If you want to wait and apply to another school to get funding,
you see, there are other schools that would also give you the opportunity to come, and then the following semester they would give you some form of funding. So I would say that if that kind of security is there,
You can try.
Then why not? Yeah, just come. If you have the semester's fees, you can pay for that one. And then afterwards, when the other semester is about to start, you get lucky, you get some scholarship from your college or the graduate school, or maybe you're able to have some form of graduate teaching assistantship, some kind of assistantship position to pay for your tuition.
Yeah. So international students, coming.
Cheers to life.
Cheers to life. Come and let's suffer together. When you come to Lubbock, come look for Maya. We will suffer. We will be eating. We don't have anything, but don't worry. We'll be eating rice and chicken. This place, rice and chicken is like gari and salt.
Gary and sugar.
Yeah, gari and sugar. You just be eating rice and chicken like that. Anyhow. How do you like Texas so far?
Texas is cool. Lubbock, for instance.
Wait, you have traveled outside Texas before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Because of school.
Of school, yeah.
Yes, I have. Texas is really cool. In terms of the weather. So people ask me, why did you decide to come to Texas? And I'm like, the weather is not so different from Ghana. And then I didn't want to be in a place where I would have that kind of weather shock, if there's anything like that. So I wanted to be in a place where the weather wouldn't automatically shift, that I wouldn't be able to handle, because I don't also like the cold, much cold. Yeah,
guys, she doesn't. If I could show you her heater, I will. Because she traveled all the way from Midland to this side with her heater.
It's necessary. I can't live in cold.
She doesn't like it.
So aside that, the people in Lubbock are very sweet and very nice and very welcoming. I wouldn't say so different from Midland. Midland also have some really, really sweet people and nice people. People who are just ready to speak to you and then get to know you. And you see, one thing about we Africans, I would say, is we all have accents. If you're Nigerian, Ghanaian, wherever you are from in Africa, you have an accent. So once you sit in an Uber or left, and then you are going to work, or you are going to school, or you are going anywhere, and then they ask you, hey, what's up? What are you doing? And then you begin to talk, and then you're like, oh, that's an accent. Where are you from? And then you tell them, oh, I'm from Ghana. And they're like, oh, okay. So you traveled all the way from Ghana to come to the United States? And you're like, yeah. And they would ask you, so what do you do? Then you tell them, for me, architectural design professional. And you're like, ooh, you are smart then. And I'm like, yeah. I'm smart. Yeah, I'm a smart person. So yes, so we all have accents, and that's the first thing that you are going to realize about you when you speak. So you speak, and then you're like, oh, you have an accent. So you make it. It's an accent. When people act movies, they pick an accent. And then they pick an accent because they want people to relate to it. The Ghanaian accent is nice.
Very.
It's so nice. So why shy away from it? If you can pick the US accent, fine. If you can't pick it and you keep your Ghanaian accent, fine. I mean, it's English, so they would understand.
Yeah. It's funny how people think we don't speak English in Ghana, but English is like is it a second language or something? Because
it's a language. National language.
We speak English.
Ghana speak English aside your local dialects, depending on the kind of tribe.
There are even people in Ghana who doesn't even know how to speak our local dialects, but they know how to speak English.
Yeah, yes. So almost everybody speaks English.
And I know that other African countries also have the same thing. There are people who don't know how to speak their countries like local dialects, but then they can speak English really good, write it, pronounce it really well. Yeah. What's sad? Yeah, I'm going to from. So, guys, this is the end of Sis and Gists.
Episode 1.
This is our first episode, and to us, it went well. It went really well.
So please like, comment. Hey, Mom, can you? So please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, and you'll be seeing a lot of us every week. This is something, just as I said in the beginning, it's something we really want to do for like a long time. Sis and Gist, sisters, just it's gonna be fun, guys. So stick with us, be with us, and we move. Okay, so my name is Maya.
I'm Ella.
And this is Sis and Gist.